much less clean.
For the next hour, Shawn Wilson explores the energy industry with news and interviews from around the corner and around the globe.
Nuclear is one of the directions that we should innovate in.
The Exploring Energy Show begins now.
And a very, very good finally Friday to you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Shawn Wilson. I am joined this morning with Representative Nick Archer. We're going to talk to him here in just a moment. But first of all, let me get through this business at hand. Elk City Meals on Wheels, a wonderful program. If you can get behind them and support them, that's wonderful. You can make a monthly donation. You just go in there and eat is one of the fundraising sources they have. 1510 West 9th Street there in Fairview Village. Beautiful dining area, clean, efficient. It's open from 11 to 1 Monday through Friday. Regular meals, $8. Senior citizens meals, $7. That includes your tax, your dessert, your drink, the whole deal. On this 19th day of December, it's biscuits and gravy, home fries, sliced tomatoes, and dessert. So biscuits and gravy, home fries, sliced tomatoes, and desserts. Next week, I will tell you they'll be open Monday, Tuesday, closed Christmas Eve, also closed Christmas Day, and the day after Christmas. So they'll return back on the 29th. But today, biscuits and gravy, home fries, sliced tomatoes, and desserts, and then they'll be open Monday and Tuesday next week. Last night, tonight, and tomorrow, last weekend, for Christmas in the Park festivities, talking about the Cub Scouts, delicious hot cocoa, the Holly Jolly Trolley, the Centennial Carousel, the Candy Cane Express Train, also Santa and Mrs. Claus there tonight and tomorrow night. Also the double-decker bus, all kinds of great things. Horse-drawn carriage rides and nighttime miniature golf at the brand-new miniature golf course here at Ackley Park in Elk City. Tonight and tomorrow night, the last two nights, the lights will continue to burn, but the festivities, this is the last weekend for that. Carnegie Caravan bringing free books right to you. Friends of the Carnegie Library, throwing them books in that Carnegie Caravan, bringing them to you in the Elk City area. If you're interested, you can call 225-0136. And if you're like me and you have a little trouble reading regular print, ask them about a free program that can help with that as well. That is the Carnegie Caravan. That number is 225-0136. Still time to nominate a hero. Deadline is December 23rd, next Tuesday. Christmas Eve, if you will, 11:59 p.m. Enter at KECOFM.com. Tell us the story. Yesterday I was proud to be able to, present Brandon Culver with one of the Christmas Hero certificates down to the Men's and More store, the Depot, downtown Elk City. So if you'd like to nominate a hero, tell us their story, those quiet do-gooders. Let's get them some recognition and give them a $250 prize from one of our great sponsors. You can still enter in KECOFM.com. And today, it's Donut Friday, thanks to Amy Donuts right there at 301 North Van Buren here in Elk City. Business hours Monday through Sunday, 4:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. 4:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., 7 days a week. They will be open Christmas Day, by the way. Friday, Friday, it's Christmas. It is Donut Friday at the station, thanks to Amy Donuts. Try their kolaches. They are fantastic. Their smoothies, all their donuts are great. That's Amy Donuts. Okay, I'm going to get to a little bit of housekeeping here. Go in here and give you some commodity prices. Then we'll get on with our visit with our state representative, Nick Archer. Let's see here. Just as I thought, up just a little. Natural gas down some. West Texas Intermediate up 52 cents to $56.67 on the December contract out of the New York Mercantile Exchange. Brent crude oil on the ICE Futures Exchange out of London has the global benchmark above $60 again, $60.33, trading up 51 cents. 280 yen per kiloliter down in Tokyo's Tocom crude oil. And then New York Mercantile Exchange natural gas down 3 cents, trading at $3.88 per million BTU. That'll be going up here before long. They're going to get another one of those northeasters up in that part of the world. So, our Bob gasoline up $1.68, 171.81. Heating oil, New York Mercantile Exchange up 28 cents to $213.44. And gas oil down $1.25, $612 per metric ton. Get in here and go ahead and talk right here to State Representative Nick Archer. Nick, big to-do. This day before yesterday, Wednesday morning, we were out at the new hangar, the new terminal here at Elk City, 101 Norman Martin Boulevard. Bunch of dignitaries. It was a wonderful program. It was less than an hour long, but a lot of great things were said, and I know you had a part in that, and a lot of other people did.
Yeah, that's a great thing for the city of Elk City. Like we said in the remarks given there, Route 66 has been our front door to Elk City forever, and that airport is an additional front door. And so anytime we have a chance to bring it into the 21st century, to expand the capabilities of that facility, that opens a door for business growth, for opportunity, for economic development. And it signals to the broader area, the broader industries where we are headed, and it creates optimism for our community in that regard, and how they see us. But it also shifts how we see ourselves. And so that's something that I've been most proud of in my time in public service, is you really can feel how, the people of Western Oklahoma, especially Elk City, our home community here, there's a strong momentum that you can't replicate. Right.
It's a double door, so to speak. Not two separate front doors. It's a double door, which means more people can come in at the same time. You got the Route 66, you've got this airport. It was a few years ago that they extended that runway to make it, more feasible for larger aircraft, for jet aircraft and those kind of things like that. But it was just wonderful to see it to fruition, come out there and see the new taxiway, see this new conditioned hangar with a really nice jet inside of it already. And, and it was also good to see the new terminal. I remember the first time I stepped into that terminal, it was like stepping right back into the 1960s. And, it was kind of nostalgic, but it was also like, what? At least
that's when it was built. I mean,
a lot of people probably didn't even know we had a terminal out there,
Sure.
But it's wonderful. And you're right. It's an economic driver. And like they mentioned during the festivities, people are coming in here. They're dropping in. They're stopping in here. They're getting fuel. They're seeing, and that's what they see for Elk City. That's their first impression. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. And out at the airport, that's a wonderful thing for them to come in and see that conditioned hangar. And it's like you said, put Elk City on the map. But more importantly, it allows more people to come here and see what we have to offer.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing, is, like you said, that's an entrance to the city. And so people who fly in, generally they're economic drivers. That's the nature of it, right? And so in the past, when those individuals, they fly in, whether that's for recreational hunting opportunities or they're flying in to look at sites
business
in town. I've helped with the lieutenant governor's turkey hunt since Elk City became a host city in 2017. And a lot of those individuals fly into town. And so certainly not all of them, but there are plenty that do. And so when those individuals come in, we have a world-class terminal. We have a hangar capable of now housing jet aircraft and things of that nature, things that require conditioned space, which is something we hadn't been able to offer previously. And so it's exciting, expanding that apron and being able to keep everything open in the meantime. That says a lot. And then I think our city manager said the most important piece, which is that sucker is paid for.
No debt.
So we're not carrying debt. We're not making bad decisions. We're investing in our future, and we are doing it with the funds we have available. We're not taking on massive loads of debt that my kids or future generations will have to deal with. And so anytime a community can do that, those are great things. I would also note, just as far as optimism for Western Oklahoma, that Amazon last mile facility that just got announced in Weatherford. That's another great addition to Western Oklahoma, to all of our economies. In what, we talked about my coin last time I was here, what I would call the Oklahoma Space Corridor, from Weatherford to Elk City here, because a rising tide lifts all boats. And when Elk City does good, Weatherford does good, and vice versa, and Clinton and everywhere in between. So that's exciting too. That facility, once that's open and operational, that means people here in Elk City will get same day delivery for a lot of goods that currently take 2 to 3 days.
That is awesome. Hey, make hay when the sun's shining. That's the old farmer's creed. We're going to continue our visit here with Nick Archer, state representative of our area, District 55, as we continue with the Finally Friday edition. Merry Christmas to you and yours. 'Tis the season. Don't you dare go anywhere. We'll be back in a moment.
Stay informed with the latest news from the energy industry on the Exploring Energy Show.
Can I ask you a basic, somewhat obvious question? Energy, agriculture, gas, oil, beef. Is it possible to talk about one without talking about the other?
Not standing over a gas-operated flat top, I suppose, next to a bunch of gas-operated fryers.
Gas, and more gas. I live in California.
Yeah.
Maybe you've read somebody somewhere has waged a war on gas stoves.
I've heard that. I've heard that.
Thoughts?
In a nutshell, I prefer to cook on gas stove.
There it is. It's official.
See their stories at oerb.com/micro.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays from all of us at Wendy Nissan of Elk City. If you're looking for a great deal on a new or used vehicle, you can find it right here at Wendy Nissan. With payments starting as low as $249 a month, no payments up to 90 days, as little as $0 down approvals, and also enjoy up to $7,500 off new 2025 Nissan Pathfinders, Armadas, and Muranos in stock here at Wendy Nissan of Elk City. Wendy Nissan has a great selection of inventory available with over 200 new and used vehicles to choose from. We have half-ton four-wheel drive pickups. We have diesel four-wheel drive trucks. We have large SUVs. We have small SUVs, your affordable sedans for your first-time drivers. We truly have something for everybody here at Wendy Nissan of Elk City, Oklahoma. And with over 30 banks to choose from, we have financing for nearly everyone. You can view all of our inventory right here at 114 Access Road in Elk City, Oklahoma, or at wendynissan.com. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
Craving a real steak? Fred's Steakhouse in Elk City is firing up flavors 7 days a week. The grill is always hot and the steaks are always fresh. From juicy char-grilled ribeyes, fillets, and sirloins to chicken fried steak, hearty burgers, seafood, and chicken, there's something for everyone. Don't forget the appetizers, salads, and desserts to top it off. Bring your appetite. We'll handle the rest. Dine in or order online now on the DoorDash app. It's more than just a steakhouse. It's Fred's.
You got 5-6 tractors out there. You got a dozer, a Traco, a grader, something like that. I mean, you go through a lot of oil in the season. I mean, you'll use a few hundred gallons in the season. So here at Camrock, we have the same specification oil as the other brand, where people think that they have to use that for a certain color on their tractors and stuff like that. But we have the same oil specifications as they do. Works just as well, does the same thing, lubes it just the same. Price comparison is, it's not even a comparison. We have a better price than anybody around on that type of oil. They can come in and talk to us, see what they want, or give us a call, and we can come out, see what they have, fill their tanks, set them tanks. That's what we've done here in the past. We've converted a lot of farmers over to our brand, our house brand of motor diesel oil. The price savings it's huge for them. We sell it to oilfield companies also. They use it in frac pumps. And they're not happy, you know it, and it's working great for them.
Camrock is the name of the company. It's 2111 South Main, Elk City, south of Fred's Steakhouse.
The price savings it's huge for them.
If your computer won't go, call an ITL Pro. Innovative technology, 243-1559. Online at itlpros.com.
This is the Exploring Energy Show.
This show brought to you in part by ASCO Equipment, owned and operated by the Key family. This outfit, they understand that they're not trying to get all your money. They're trying to get to you to a point to where you can get your project done. If you're looking for heavy equipment for sale or rent in Oklahoma, their new and pre-owned construction equipment fits your needs and your budget. ASCO is a leading provider for the Oklahoma construction, ag, and energy industries. Proudly serving the Elk City area, in this area, all their areas actually, with construction equipment like tractors, backhoes, wheel loaders, cranes, dozers. It's the big stuff. Excavators, forklifts, compactors, pavers. 140 field service trucks. They can come work on your piece of equipment no matter where you bought it, when you bought it, what brand it is. 200 factory-trained technicians on staff. $21 million worth of equipment parts in stock. These people are serious about getting you taken care of. And like we've said, family-owned by the Key family, under the core values of honoring God, developing people, pursuing excellence, and growing profitability since 1960. It actually predates me by 1 year and predates my guest by many years. But nonetheless, and when you talk to the people at work there, they say the most awesome thing is they can call anybody in the company, including the owners, and they'll answer their phone, and they'll get them taken care of. Equipment sales, talk to Bart Shields. Equipment rental, talk to E.J. Gredeman. Talk to branch manager Jeremy Bridgman. He'll get you in the right direction. Whatever you need, equipment-wise. 323-3422, 513 West 20th Street in Elk City. Online, AskCoEQ.com. AskCoEQ.com. An American Hose and Supply. You got to keep yourself running. Got to keep yourself making money. You got to keep those hoses on that piece of equipment. American Hose and Supply, they'll help you do that. They custom make hoses. They have hoses already made. They've got hydraulic. They got high pressure. They got low pressure. They got suction. They got discharge. Whatever you need, American Hose and Supply inside the Camrock building next to Fred's Steakhouse in Elk City. Call 303-1123. That is American Hose and Supply. Go to those who know hose. DCP Services, the Davis family. On behalf of all the Davis family, I know Jeff and Terry wanted me to wish each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas. They have a roustabout division, lease operators division, DCP Services, a wireline division with both braided and slick line capabilities. They got their pump repair shop in Cordell. You can find out more about DCP Services. Find that they are a diversified oilfield company offering the right services with the right people on the job. On the Book of Faces, go to Facebook. Just search DCP Services. It'll come up. Or you can call Jeff Davis, 580-660-0501, 660-0501. Continuing our visit here with State Representative Nick Archer. And Nick, we were just talking about some of the great things that are going on here in this area with the new hangar and the terminal out at the Elk City Airport. We also have some other ribbon cuttings that are going to be coming up very soon. In fact, I drove by yesterday the new Elk City Fire Department location, which was something they sorely needed, and the new Elk City Police Department. I haven't been inside yet, but the outside looks really good, and it looks like both of those are nearing completion. But you were right in the city government when those things all came to reality. Tell us a little bit about those facilities and what they mean.
Yeah, and maybe this is a good time to share an insider story.
Okay.
On the fire station and police station specifically. So those ideas started as far as a public safety opportunity while I was mayor, but ultimately they came to fruition after I left the municipal government and went to the state to represent House District 55. But I stayed very close in all of those conversations. And so when the public safety vote went, CAPS 2, whatever you want to call it, went and was successful because, everybody understood.
All the need, yeah.
Everybody understood the need. Everybody understands that by expanding the fire station, we increase our safety ratings, which decrease insurance premiums, those kinds of things. I mean, there's all kinds of benefits that real people feel, whether they know it or not.
Right.
And so,
exactly.
Anyways, as all of those conversations started, I was talking to Tom. I was talking to Mayor Speaker at the time, and those projects, they're not cheap, right? I mean, ever since COVID, just constructions, commodities, materials cost more than they did 5 or 10 years ago. And so the capacity of that bond was something like almost $12 million. But when you look at the actual needs of what the police department needs, what the fire department needs, and you start to translate that into conceptual designs for structures, it was going to cost a little more than that. And I said, well, heck, as state representative, here's my opportunity to try to help to secure some of that.
And your architectural background didn't hurt.
Yeah. And so I got digging right there. And sure enough, emergency management at the state level had about $25 million of ARPA funds, of American Rescue Plan funds that were sitting there specifically for emergency type response. And so I started talking to them at emergency management, to our budget chairman in the House, in how could there be an opportunity for the city of Elk City to seize some of those dollars. And ultimately, we finally worked it out where it looked like, the city was going to need about $2 million of additional funds. And it was basically secured through legislation, through all of those conversations at the state level to get those $2 million. And so I come back, chest out, happy as can be. Hey, Mayor Corey, hey, City Manager Tom, I got this. We got it squared away. You guys go ahead. Well, it wasn't long after that, emergency management turned over. So new director, all of these things.
Process restarts.
We've submitted all of this paperwork as far as application process to emergency management as the city of Elk City. And basically all of that just went away with the change of the director. And so, internally I'm panicked. I'm like, holy cow.
Whoa.
I just came back and basically promised these guys that we could get this done, not to worry. And now I got to stay cool on the surface, but deep down, I'm like, I got to call him. And so it took, I want to say we actually submitted as a city 3 different times to emergency management. But ultimately, I kept my cool on the surface. I know Chief Shervinka and probably Tom were squirming quite a bit. But at the end of the day, we were able to secure roughly $4.4 million.
Wow.
So almost twice what we thought we needed. And so
cool.
I was pretty worried there for a bit, like just don't let them know how worried you actually are. It's going to be fine. It's going to work
face.
out.
Yeah.
But we got it. And,
Cool.
and we'll get to celebrate that ribbon cutting soon. And like you said over the break, that's just another opportunity for a ribbon cutting, but it really does signal that broader momentum that Western Oklahoma has, from, like we said in the first segment, from Weatherford to Elk City and everywhere in between. After I leave here, I got to head to the city. We have an opportunity to meet with another company who has potential interest in the spaceport. And some of the federal delegations' tax structures on how they identify spaceports. There may be some opportunity for the state to secure some of those federal funding dollars for these type facilities to help grow some of those industries. And we think about our economy. We think about $50 a barrel. This is exploring energy.
Yeah.
We talk about how low oil prices affect our economy. But as a state of Oklahoma, we do have a fairly robust economy, and aerospace is our second largest industry, fastest growing. And so we as a state have a lot of things to be optimistic about outside of the pessimism and uncertainty, if you will, of low oil prices and a potential Venezuelan conflict.
The nice thing is those that aerospace, they burn the fuel that we produce.
Yeah.
So again, and the average everyday American is seeing a savings at the pump. I know it's kind of, like I said yesterday, a conundrum. When prices in oil are low, prices at the pump are lower. We all enjoy that, but it also hits our industry a little bit. But the natural gas thing is definitely something of the future. You got another segment left in you, man?
Yeah, sure.
All right,
Happy to do it.
fantastic. We're going to take another break and come back with more visit with our esteemed District 55 State Representative Nick Archer. We got a lot more ground to cover right after this.
This is the Exploring Energy Show.
You know why people like going out to eat? It's a little treat for them. They get to leave the house and go somewhere else and have somebody else cook the food and serve it to them and clean up afterward. All you got to do is pay and leave.
I know a lady that makes it at Janice's Cafe. We go out there and eat all the time. You know why? It's not at home, and it's better than what we cook. You know, one of my favorite things to eat at Janice's Cafe? The catfish. It's good. It's got the crispy breading. Oh, it's like they made it with love, with a little bit more love on top of it.
Bacon cheeseburger.
Best bacon cheeseburger in the business. Name another one.
Mushroom and Swiss.
Best mushroom burger there is ever. Janice's Cafe can make all those burgers for. Of course, they got burgers. Got the best burgers you can have.
Do you think more people drink sweet tea or unsweet tea?
Well, you know what I am.
Half and half.
Half sweet, half unsweet. Janice is located on the south side of Elk City, where you go into the movie theater, right there next to Arby's. You'll be able to find it because there's a big old sign up there that says Janice's Cafe.
It's Dameron Jewelers' 75th anniversary, and the KECO Rolling Radio Show will be there live tomorrow from 11:30 to 1. And in celebration of their 75th anniversary, Diamond Ray and Dixie Dam are having a 40% off store-wide sale. That's everything in the store, 40% off today and tomorrow only. And it's just in time for Christmas. Don't miss Dameron Jewelers' 75th anniversary sale this weekend at Dameron Jewelers in downtown Elk City.
It's Dameron Jewelers' anniversary sale.
For the green awning. This Christmas, shop local. The Depot Trading Company Men's and More store in downtown Elk City is your destination for a great selection of men's clothing, plus the most unique men's, pets, and household gifts, barbecue grills, spices, accessories, and outdoor party gear. Check out their 50% off rack while you're there. The Depot Trading Company Men's and More store, 318 South Main Street in downtown Elk City. This Christmas, come on in and enjoy the ride.
Hey folks, this is EJ Gretaman with ASCO Equipment out of Elk City, Oklahoma. If you need rental equipment, I got your back. From excavators to wheel loaders, telehandlers, and forklifts, we rent the brands that you know and trust. With flexible terms, responsible service, and expert support, we're here to keep your job on track. Need equipment? We're on it here at ASCO Equipment. Visit ASCOEQ.com or stop by our Elk City branch, 513 West 20th here in Elk City, Oklahoma, or you can just give me a call, 580-243-9233. Appreciate it, folks, and y'all have a blessed day.
So if your farmer need a hose built, you can come in, we'll build it. Oilfield customer and need us to come out and see you, we'll come out and see you and take an order or pick up a hose, build it, bring it back to you. Solves that problem. I'm Brock Kalk, and my company is American Hose and Supply. We sell all types of industrial hose and fittings, oilfield or agriculture. You needed a hose like yesterday. We will stop what we're doing, and if we got to go to our Oklahoma City shop and get it, we'll do that. And I've done that for a lot of my customers. The business I've done with the Oilfield, they got to see your face. Whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever the customer prefers, that's what we're going to do. We sell all types of industrial hose and fittings. In the Oilfield, sometimes you get a call for a crazy, hey, can you get this? And you go find it for them. American Hose and Supply. Come by and see us at 2111 South Main, Elk City, Oklahoma, in Camrock Building next to Fred's.
Or call 303-1123.
Solves that problem.
We rent most everything, from backhoes to mowers to lifts and chainsaws. DJ's Rentals and Sales, 225-1400 on South Main in Elk City.
Stay informed with the latest news from the energy industry on the Exploring Energy Show.
Alrighty then. Talking about that little OU game going on this evening, and with Jared Aether there on the break. This show brought to you in part by David Allen Guest, certified mineral manager. He and his wife are proud supporters of this show, and we really appreciate him. We do. And the people that use David understand that he is an investment, not an expense. He'll navigate through a very complicated, always changing process. Managing royalty minerals is not easy, but David makes it easy. Makes it easier on you, gives you that time back. Plus, he gets you the most out of your royalties. There's the biggie right there. And he's a man of integrity, a guy you'll be glad you're doing business with, a guy you can trust. That's what you want in that situation. And if you find your situation to sell, David is also trustworthy. will not take advantage of you. He's a buyer of royalties from estates, probates, trusts, and bankruptcies. Let him be your first call. Let him be your last call. David Allen Guest, Certified Mineral Manager, 405-341-8698, 405-341-8698. David Allen Guest, he commented on our guest yesterday that was talking about, uranium enrichment and nuclear power and where the chokeholds are and those kind of things yesterday. Good stuff. Thanks, David. Fred Steakhouse, home of the $4.99 chicken, fried steak, served daily, hand-battered country gravy, house-made mashed potatoes. I love those pork chops they have out there, too. But they're also your destination for fresh USDA-graded beef ribeyes, New York strips, filet mignon, sirloins. Everything out there is so affordable, too. They have numerous side options, freshly baked rolls, chicken, 7 kinds. Seafood, maybe that's what you crave. They have that. They've got freshwater catfish. Also, they have appetizers, sure to please everyone. Cap off your dining experience with fresh in-house made desserts, and they've got a full-service bar. Favorite cocktails, specialty drinks, wines, and ice-cold beer. Fred Steakhouse can host your private event. Located at 2107 South Main Street in Elk City. Call 243-2100, 243-2100, or order online in the Chow Now app. Open 7 days a week. Monday, 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. And sustaining Oklahoma's energy resources, part of the OERB. And again, folks, I just want to remind everybody, this is not a tax-funded organization. This is paid for by, the people in the industry that make this happen. And they've got some upcoming educational opportunities that are upon us. Just in January is the next meeting. And it's going to be a pretty big one, okay? And they've got a couple more that are coming up that are very important. Tier 2 reporting, the Right to Know Act. Tier 2 reporting, talking about how facilities must report hazardous chemical inventories, how they're stored, those kind of things like that. Planning their their quantities, proper completion. That's January the 14th, 10 a.m. Zoom meeting, free. Get on www.soer.oerb.com. Click on producer education, drop down to workshops. Click on that, and it's really easy. Click the register here button, and you're in. January 29th, SPCC training, spill prevention and control countermeasure plan. If you need to know that or stay compliant, this will do that for you. It's an 11 a.m. Zoom meeting. It's all at www.soer.oerb.com. Sustaining Oklahoma's energy resources, part of the Oklahoma Energy Resources Board. We got it going on here in Oklahoma. We are visiting right now with, the chairman of the Energy Committee up at the State House. Nick, we've covered a range of topics, but back to the energy topics. I know that not only are you serve on the chair of the Energy Board, you're also on a situation to where you visiting with other producing states and coming up with a United States game plan. Tell us how things are going in that realm.
It's going well. And so, I do also vice chair the National Energy Council, which, like you said, is a much broader North America because there are 2 or 3 Canadian provinces who participate there as well, to really look at the outlook for energy. And I think, during the break we were talking about Trump's address on Wednesday, I believe that was, American energy is back. Yeah. And so I think sometimes we get a little nearsighted, right? As individuals who, historically, Elk City is an oil and gas town. Our economy tends to be tethered to how oil and gas production specifically is doing. And so anytime we see $50 a barrel or thereabouts, it starts to raise eyebrows. People start to think, is it time to get nervous? Is it not? But I think what President Trump said the other day, it's important that American energy is back, period. Yeah, there you go. The reason we are seeing roughly $50 a barrel oil is because there's so much supply and inventory outside of non-OPEC sources. And so our reserves, all of the oil and gas capacity that we have today, which is part of that drill baby drill mentality, is part of the reason we see lower prices. And so that's something we just have to to navigate around. Those prices will come back. We have to be cautious of conflicts in Venezuela because stability matters more than the volatility of super high price spikes. And so if we see a conflict escalate with Venezuela and we see markets quickly start to shift, in the short term, a super high increase in price per barrel might sound advantageous, but the reality is that volatility, those swings are not good, generally speaking, for all of our producing companies that are located here and around the United States and North America. So,
I was just going to say the bottom line is, as long as we can produce what we need, and nobody holds us basically by the fuzzies, which what happened to us back in the 70s.
Sure.
I know that the other thing that we've got to look at is refining capacity. We just don't have the refining capacity because, for one, it was just so expensive and so hard and long process to get a permit to build a refinery and then to get it built. We've got the infrastructure to get the fuel to that refinery to, the oil to be refined, but it's still the one thing that we got to look at. But still, like you said, energy security is national security.
Yeah, it's 100% national security. We got to have lights. We got to have power. Our daily lives, our economies, everything is attached to the electrons that are broadcasting us right now across the airways. And so energy is crucial. Having, like you said, having the ability to be secure in our own positions and not rely on those exterior sources is important. And it's something that I've pushed for here. It's something that we continue to work on in the Energy Committee in the House, is to try to advance those policies to keep those outlooks optimistic for our locals. And right now, we're still laying pipe. That was something that frustrated me personally. Just a couple weeks ago, deer season, right? I go to one of my stands and I get out there, and then as the sun starts coming up, I haven't been out there. I filled the feeders maybe 2 weeks prior,
right?
But I get out there, it's dark, sun starts coming up, and here's all these little orange flags, running basically right beside my deer feeder. I'm like, who came trouncing through my deer spot within the last 2 weeks right here at opening season? Well, Paladuro's running a gas line. And so, in that exact moment, I was a little frustrated, like, they're messing up my deer hunting. But the reality is that's good. That's good for Western Oklahoma.
You got to be able to transport.
Yeah, we got to move that gas. We got to get it to, I think we're number 6 in natural gas production, or certainly they're close, top 5. We got to move that gas. We got to get it out of the state. We don't have the demand to keep all the gas we produce. We got to be able to send it. And projects like that ran right beside my deer feeder, as frustrating as they can be in the moment, they're necessary, they're needed, and that's economic activity and jobs for Cheyenne and Western Oklahoma that are important.
And we got to continue to be forward thinking, just like Elk City is with all the project and the infrastructure we talked about in the first half, just like Burns Flat is with the spaceport. You've got to be forward thinking. You can't just sit back and like, oh, you know what? Somebody's just going to break our door down. It's going to happen for us. You got to go out. If you don't ask, you don't get. I mean, I've been married long enough to know that you've got to go out there and look for it. And that's what you have been a part of, not only in the city, but also now, at the state level.
Yep.
And we appreciate it. How can people find out more about what Nick Archer's all about and how they can communicate with you? What's the best way besides going through your help desk with your mom and dad down at their office?
Yeah, you can always go by there. I've actually been down there on the main office with my parents more frequently than I had. But you can reach me at the Capitol anytime. That number is 405-557-7312. You can email me at nick.archer@okhouse.gov. You can follow us on the socials, thepeoplesmustache.com.
Love it.
You know, go to the website, those kinds of things. But it's important, and we have a lot of opportunity here in Western Oklahoma. Our energy outlook is bright. I've got a couple of energy bills that we've discussed in the past as far as opening the door for some of these orphaned and abandoned wells to be repurposed potentially as geothermal energy sources. Right. You know, I don't think...
And not just been made to cap. Yeah, right.
And don't get me wrong, I don't think we're going to solve our orphaned and abandoned well problem by this. But
some better than none.
Yeah, if that gets 5 or 20 off the list and it puts electrons into our grid, we're silly not to allow it, right? It doesn't cost us anything to
it's
change
much easier to go back in and repurpose one of those than to drill a brand new well.
And like I said, it's not going to solve the orphan and abandoned problem, but it's a potential, and it really doesn't cost us anything other than the paper to allow it through statute. And so I've been working on that piece of legislation. I've also been working on a piece of legislation which somewhat mirrors Texas's House Bill 14. Which stood up their Texas nuclear authority, if you will. I think with some of the Supreme Court cases and some of the state challenges against the NRC, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, we will see a shift in nuclear energy.
Amen.
And I think we don't want to wait for all of those decisions as a state. We need to have some of these frameworks, some of these laws and rules established ahead of time, because if all of a sudden, let's say next year or whenever the case, those court decisions occur, if those occur and now all of a sudden Oklahoma says, okay, the times have changed, let's try to catch up. Well, heck, it might take a year or two for our statutes to catch up. And then it may take 5 or 10 years for the development.
Now you're behind.
And so now we're way behind other states like Texas who got that done last year. So I'm certainly not pushing it, but I want to be ready, and I want our state statutes to reflect the times, and that's a piece of the puzzle as well.
You know, safety is key too, you know, and the forward thinking, the planning. I really appreciate, you know, it's like I was talking to your mom the other day. You were a snot-nosed kid yesterday to me, you know. And
I still kind of am.
And now you are, you know, you without the snot, you are taking care of business for us out here in Western Oklahoma up on the hill. And I appreciate your common sense approach. I also appreciate the fact that you're not afraid to listen to the other side, because they may have a portion of a good idea or a good idea. And that's important to me as, you know, as a taxpayer and as a Western Oklahoman and, you know, as a voter, for you to be able to continue to do that. And I appreciate you. I really do. One night, the final comment, you said the people's mustache. The other night I was watching, you know, like 50 Ways to Die in the Old West, and they have that song called The Mustache, and it made me think of you. It really did. It's so funny. Nick, thanks again for what you do, man. I appreciate it. And thanks again for your motivation for doing it.
Yeah, no, thank you, Shawn. Most of all, thank you to all the constituents who've trusted me to represent them. You know, 2026 is an election year, so...
You haven't drawn an opponent, have you?
Well, we won't know till April.
Right.
But, you know, I don't take my position lightly.
Amen.
I work very hard every day for Western Oklahoma and House District 55, and I'm honored to do it, and hopefully you'll keep me there.
Well, with a pink mic sock like that, we're going to. Thanks again, Nick. Love you, man. Appreciate you. Merry Christmas to you and yours, man. We'll be back with our mop-up segment. My lovely assistant, TJ, right after this.
This is the Exploring Energy Show. Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-444-2013. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-444-2013. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-444-2013. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-444-2013 or biglou.com.
Are you looking for the perfect place to call home this Christmas? Culverstone Homes in Elk City is here to make it happen. Step into a beautiful, energy-efficient home built for comfort, family, and lots of holiday memories. And if you need space for your toys, tools, or business, Cyclone Metal Buildings by Culverstone has you covered with durable, customizable buildings made to fit any lifestyle. Damon Culver and Terry Stone, along with their families and crew, would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
They have a record of standing by their drivers. Their doors are always open, and their communication is direct and honest. They want to help you build a career. Fair warning, though, if you're chasing 50 cents more an hour, Canyon Oilfield Services might not be right for you. But if you're looking for continuous work with a team that sticks with you in good times and bad, then Canyon is where you want to be. Apply online at canyonoilfield.com or go by the office a mile and a half south of the Elk City Golf Course. At Canyon Oilfield Services, the key word is service.
This holiday season, make your shiny new toy a brand new 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 from Cummins Cadillac Chevrolet GMC in Weatherford. Right now, get 0% APR for 36 months for qualified buyers when you finance with GM Financial. That's right, 0% on the truck you've been wishing for all year. So make your holiday wishes come true and drive home a Silverado built for every season. Cummins Cadillac Chevrolet GMC in Weatherford, I-40 and Airport Road, or online at CumminsBPG.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. See dealer for details.
Got problems? God can fix them. This is Pastor Andy Taylor inviting you to come as you are to Trinity Fellowship in Sayre.
Stay informed with the latest news from the energy industry on the Exploring Energy Show.
Alrighty, and welcome back. Now we got a pretty face in behind that pink mic sock there. Camrock Oil, Camrock Supply. Farmers use a lot of oil every season. Camrock's oil, same specifications. Oilfield Company uses a lot of oil all the time. Camrock's oil, same specifications. Lubricates the same as the designer brands, but Camrock's oil costs a lot less. That means folks who use a lot of oil save a lot of money with Camrock. Camrock Supply on South Main Street in Elk City next to Fred's Steakhouse. Online Camrock Supply, CAMRockSupply.com. Locations in Elk City, Oklahoma City, Midland, Texas, Ulysses, Kansas. 3 local guys with local ties just doing business with their community. And if your power goes out at midnight, owners and operators of Carter Electric, Curvin and Mary Orgain, they're the ones that help you see the light of day even at night. Call them. They provide 24-hour emergency electrical service. You want to make sure your power stays on? How about a Generac generator dealer? Carter Electric can size it. They can install it correctly, professionally, and then come back and service it. Carter Electric. A lot of electric work goes on overhead. Carter Electric has pole trucks, man lifts to get way up high if there's a problem there. Licensed, insured, trusted. It's Carter Electric, 225-2447. Call them at 225-2447. Providing you this hour's weather forecast, the service of Carter Electric. What do you have over there, TJ?
Today we are sunny with a high near 62, windy with the southwest winds 16 to 26 miles per hour with gusts as high as 40. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 43, south wind 10 to 60 miles per hour with gusts as high as 24. Saturday, sunny with a high near 71. West-southwest wind 8 to 60 miles per hour, becoming northeast in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 24. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 55. North-northeast wind around 8 miles per hour, becoming southeast in the afternoon. Monday, sunny with a high near 69. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 73. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 75. And Christmas Day is going to be sunny with a high near 78.
So you're saying not a white Christmas?
Not here.
Oh, wow. Here's some energy news in my briefs. More than 90,000 homes were without power across Colorado's northern Front Range yesterday morning as XL Energy shut off electricity ahead of 90 mile per hour winds. An extreme fire danger. Schools closed. Work was canceled, and residents expressed frustration over the planned outages during high winds and dry conditions. We had a pretty good little bit of wind come through here yesterday, too.
Yeah.
The Trump administration is dismantling the National Center for Atmospheric Research in Colorado, moving to dissolve the lab. A senior White House official described the NCAR as one of the largest sources of climate alarmism in the country. Transatlantic Corp said the U.S. Department of Energy ordered the company to keep its Centralia Unit 2 coal-fired power plant in Washington State operating beyond its planned retirement date, delaying the transition to natural gas. The Trump administration has asked U.S. oil companies whether they would consider returning to Venezuela once President Nicolas Maduro is no longer in power. According to Politico, the response from industry leaders has been a firm no. Not a no. I talked to people who used to go down there and work, and man, you had that protection because they would basically just kidnap you and hold you for ransom. I mean, it was in a lot of those South American countries, but
it's bad.
They just told President, no, we're not going to go back down there.
I don't blame them.
I don't either. As much as 80% of Illinois' electricity comes from the nuclear power plants, making the state the largest nuclear power producer in the United States. Ukrainian drone strikes. They struck a Russian oil refinery in Slavnakst-Kuban, another energy infrastructure overnight, knocking out power across the city and injuring at least 2 people in Russia's Krasnodar Kari region. Yeah, all those great names. Ukraine grid at breaking point. Ukraine's power grid is in almost fragile condition since the first year of the invasion. According to the CEO of the country's state-owned grid operator, nationwide blackouts remain a real possibility as Russian bombardment continues, he told Semafor. I guess that's probably because they don't have Hunter Biden on their board of directors anymore. I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, Fatia Briol, head of the International Energy Agency, is pushing to elevate Africa's access to clean cooking fuels on the global agenda. An IEA report estimates that cooking with polluting fuels contributes to more than 800,000 premature deaths annually across Africa. Israel approved a major natural gas export agreement with Egypt. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu confirmed government approval of the $35 billion deal to supply Egyptian markets with gas from the Leviathan field, the largest export agreement in Israel's history. And finally, a study published in Nuclear Engineering and Design found atomic reactor waste could increase hydrogen production at 10 times current levels. Researchers at the University of Sarajevo said the findings could accelerate hydrogen's role as the next generation clean fuel. What do you have over there? You got some good news?
I do.
Well, bring it.
A lot of green today. American Electric Power is up 37 cents, trading at $115.95. Apache is up 61 cents at $24.42. Baker Hughes is up 49 cents at $44.96. ConocoPhillips is up 90 cents at $93.13. Devon Energy is up 57 cents at $36.30. EOG Resources is up 1.5 cents, trading at $102.61. Expand Energy is up 20 cents at $107.94. General Electric is up $3.95, trading at $305.62. Halliburton is up 35 cents at $27.81. Helmerich & Payne is up 51 cents at $28.18. Liberty Energy is up 29 cents at $17.55. Occidental Petroleum is up 28 cents, trading at $40.05. Ogini Energy is down 22 cents, trading at $43.05. One Oak is up 84 cents at $72.54. Phillips 66 is up 60 cents at $129.74. Sandridge Energy is up 12 cents at $14.09. Schlumberger is up 17 cents at $38.30. And Williams Companies is up 34 cents at $59 even.
Couple of Paragon TV games tonight. Lakiba Sickles at Sentinel, 6:30 p.m. Arnett at Hammond, 6:30 p.m. Just a programming note. Uncle Yimmy, Cousin Yimmy, he's going to be setting in for me Monday, and then Tuesday we're going to be running a best of as I'm going to take a couple days vacation over the Christmas break. Thanks again for being here, TJ. Appreciate Nick Archer, who knocks it out of the park every time.
Absolutely.
For all of our great sponsors, and on behalf of all of us at the Wilson family, Merry Christmas to you and yours. Remember, Jesus is truly the reason for the season. Have yourself a great day.
Number 1 for new country.
KECO, Elk City.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. A homeless man named John unravels the mystery with a suspect in both the Brown University